So, guys, after watching episode 11 of Attack on Titan a couple of hours or a few hours ago, we get to this moment. There's a specific moment in the episode where it's basically like the key portion of the episode, where it's basically centered around Eren. It's centered around the soldiers. It's also centered around Commander Pixis too, and his speech to the soldiers. This specific episode had just some key things that occurred that, from my end, as a first viewer watching this episode, just like it really just stood out to me in this episode. Now, during episode 11, we basically get some several of the soldiers that were still in fear. They didn't know what was to come next. They were pretty much expecting more Titans to come and to terrorize the city and stuff like that, and to kill more people. And of course they were automatically assuming that they were going to die too, and even a few of them were looking to make the decision to either off themselves or have somebody do it for them. But there were many of the soldiers who decided that they wanted to leave, just basically because of the current situation that everybody was in during this Titan siege at the time. And for me, I get it. I understand. It's just one of those things where it just seems like all hope is lost. I believe that most of us would probably feel the same way. That you want to get out of Dodge. Basically, you want to leave, just because you're in survival mode. It's every man and woman and child for themselves. Basically, you're just gonna grab grab whatever you can and then just leave any and all others behind, because it's that it's that selfish mentality that even though these soldiers are basically saying, like, we were taught things, we were raised and trained to do something specific, but once we're put into a situation like the actual situation, because I want to definitely say that most of these soldiers have never actually been in a fight with any Titan up to this point. So for that first impression is basically that high negative, where it's just like they see the Titans come at them, they see what the Titans are doing. Only a few of the members are having success. Maybe even some of them didn't get a chance to actually see some of their teammates defeat a Titan. So even that in itself is also playing a key role into why they want to leave the area and leave and never come back. Again, survival mode has been activated for a lot of them, and again, like I said, I understand. It's just you have to make a decision. Do you want to leave, or do you want to stay and try to fight and continue to protect this place, this home, basically, that you have been living in and raised in for most of your life so far. Now, during Commander Pixis' speech, his conversations with the soldiers down below, he brought up something very, very interesting. Now, I believe that we all have seen specific movies, TV shows, anime, and specific things like that, where this moment here specifically, where Commander Pixis, he brings up something that happened at Walmaria 4 years ago. He actually brings up basically the military and the government's sin. Basically, that's what he claimed it to be anyway. That he basically said that there was a reason why we made this decision to send specific people outside of the city, to send them away and basically send them outside to the Titans. He even compared it to a calling by definition is sending animals to the slaughter, specific animals to the slaughter. And so he basically brought that up and telling the soldiers, like, yeah, this was our sin. We took specific members of the populace and told them that for us to be able to survive here, we need to send a specific number of you outside. We need you all to be a sacrifice so that the rest of us inside can continue to survive and thrive, because we don't have enough resources to be able to maintain and sustain the current populace right now. For him to bring that up, a lot of times in movies and TV shows, a lot of times, well, not a lot, I would say sometimes there are moments where stuff like this happens, and then there are other, we always see in behind closed doors that a lot of the commanders and top ranking leaders and stuff like that, when it was pertaining to military and protecting the citizens of the city, they usually try to keep this specific information away from citizens, and even including away from their own subordinates. But for Commander Pixis to make this decision to do this was, to me, was a huge thing, to let them know that this is, that we made this decision. We, including myself, sat behind closed doors, and we came up with this plan to try to help continue to help survive the Titan War, and to protect the inner city, this inner wall specifically that we are in charge of, and then like that's the thing, like there was a moment where the camera pan towards Armin, and Armin during this moment here that Commander Pixis was talking about, Armin remembered, I want to say, like his mother or his grandmother, and even that specifically kind of stood out to me too, where it made me think like they decided to send, like, because it was specific people, they decided to send out probably like the elder folk, more so the older people, and they literally sat back and said, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. We're just gonna Armin's family member was one of those people who decided, they here kid, here's my hat, hold on to it, I'll be back for it, type of thing. But Armin didn't, I would want to say that Armin didn't know, because again, I can't remember from several episodes behind me currently, but I want to guess and believe that Armin was told that the specific family member was going to leave and that they were going to come back, but that wasn't the case at all. So it's just, it sucks that Armin, during Commander Pix's speech here, and him talking about that basically that slaughter that happened 4 years ago, planned slaughter at that, it sucks. But at least I respect Commander Pixis enough to be able to tell his subordinates the truth, to help them realize, even he says it, like, let's not, for those of you who make the decision to stay, because he said he was going to pardon them, let's not let these several hundreds of people who left the city 4 years ago, let's not let their deaths be in vain. And that just like, literally, guys, the close to the middle of the episode just stood out to me in a big way when it's pertaining to Commander Pixis's speech to to the military below. It's just one of those things that just was just like, I was just like, wow, son, I was just blown away. And it was just a huge moment, specifically here in episode 11. So with this, with all of this that transpired in episode 11, the main goal is to basically get these several military people to basically, they were saying, to protect Eren, so that he can pick up this boulder, turn it to the Titan, pick up this boulder, and go and block the hole that is opened on within the city. And my hope is that this plan is gonna work. I don't know what I don't know what is going to happen moving forward. Because that's the other thing. Like at the very end of episode 11, when Eren turns into the Titan, that it looks like the Titan just like decided to do his own thing and try to attack Mikasa. So that there it kind of lets me know there's going to be some danger moving forward in this episode already. But again, I don't really don't know what's going to how this plan is going to work, especially if Eren is not in control of the Titan itself. It's literally at the start of, I guess, episode, at the start of episode 12. It's just one of those things. But again, the key stuff that happened in the episode was just really great, with the conversation and the plan, the setup, the people showing they're showing fear and uncertainty and stuff like that. But ultimately, the main goal right now is to use Eren's Titan to be able to pick up the boulder and try to block it. But will they be able to be successful? As of right now, it seems like Eren can't control the Titan automatically. I guess he's just gonna have to learn to do it. So I don't know, because what was it, episode 7 or 8, where it seemed like he was in control of the Titan. So it's like, I guess it's just something that he has to look to learn how to do. But with that, guys, I'm getting ready to be out. I'm getting ready to actually go watch episode 12 next. I just wanted to do this based on my review and thoughts on specific things in episode 11. With that, let me know your thoughts. What did y'all think of my review of episode 11, Attack on Titan season 1? Let's have a conversation in the comment section below if you feel up to it in this video. But other than that, I will talk to you all over on my reaction episode 12, and then also my review of episode 12 to come. Peace, guys.